boy.
All right.
Yeah, that's the welcome they wanted.
Hey, everybody. Hello. I was holding that one in.
You were holding it in for 7 o'clock.
Exactly.
It was a nice one. But yeah, we already got people in. Shout out to Ryan for showing up super early when I was getting set up, and then we got Gavin, Steven, Scott, Murderholics.
Murderholics is here.
Ryan had a tent on the sidewalk outside the door.
He did. Ryan came early and he said, what did he say earlier? While we on punk ska, let's say bye-bye punk. The Slackers or Specials? Better band? Please, if not familiar with both, please say so in the comments. Else Specials win by a landslide. So that's just a little question there. So I'll be honest. I mean, I listened to the Slackers because I was forced to by Dylan.
I don't really like either of them.
I don't like either really.
So
I don't think it's a comparison, but I would say the Slackers if I had to pick.
Well, you're wrong,
which I apparently do.
And Kin has showed up. Kin, famously from Australia. So Doug is here.
Noted Australian. Ken.
Noted Australian. Make notes of
claim
that.
To fame.
Doug Lachelle is here with a pick it up. In the chat, Gavin says, I do like the Agrolites especially. You know what? I don't mind some Agrolites. Funky Fire is kind of a good song. I think I put an Agrolites album on one time when I was cleaning my aunt's house for some money, and it was a vibe. So definitely cleaning your aunt house music, the Agrolites.
Evo Pirate says he missed the part about predicting how the bracket turns out, and he just picked what he wanted to pick. Maybe it works, man. I think all that matters is the winner, right? Or do they have to like?
No, the winner.
They have to have a perfect bracket, or what?
No, we're adding them up. Mortal Coil, who also has mild Asperger's like I do, has created this entire
mild.
has created this entire thing, so he's keeping track. A point system. He's keeping track of everything live after he puts his kids to bed because he's a good dad.
Do we still have? Can people still enter, or did they miss the cutoff?
No, you can still enter.
Okay, everybody, if you missed it, go to the Punk Rock Radar Instagram, or is it in the announcements or something on Discord?
It's a pinned chat. It's pinned.
Okay, the pinned message. But the instructions are on Instagram, though, right?
And Discord, yeah.
And they're also in Discord in the announcements, if you guys scroll up a little bit.
Rat Patrol, the Discord Oil Prince Rat Patrol, is sponsoring another giveaway to Operation Ivy Records, Energy, and Hectic early pressings on lookout. And you can enter by following the instructions on the Instagram or in... I think the announcement's on the Discord. So
yep, yeah. All you have to do. There's a pinned bracket. It's the pinned comment. Just fill out how you think this is going to shake out, and then you just post your results in the voting section of the Discord. That's literally all you have to do. And there may be an identity crisis or identity theft going on in the comments. We have a Mortal Coral and a Mortal Coil. Elliot, if I'm reading this correctly.
So we've got Immortal Coral. Where's Immortal Coil?
Lower down.
Okay. He doesn't... I like how the fake one has the Crimson Ghost or whatever, and then the other one has something that's not quite the same.
I thought this was like a Berenstein Bears thing like last week. Has it been Coral all along?
It's always been Coral. I've been saying it correctly this entire time.
What's funny is he could have like completely copied his name and everything if he wanted to, but I guess he didn't want to do that.
Mortal Corals and Ska is super lame.
Anyway, should we begin?
Yes.
No. Are we beginning or are we waiting a second? Are we waiting for people to fill it out?
Has everybody filled out their predictions?
We have a new person. I pinned it. There's one person who did it.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Devo No Effects. So we have to give him a second here. Tell us a story, Lewis.
Okay. What would you like? Yeah, that's not putting you on the spot.
Oh,
time
wait,
you,
wait.
Okay.
whipped your cock out in the Taco Bell lobby. How about that?
No, that was John. No, there was John, do you remember that time we played a show with the Blue Bloods? And so this is a story. So we played this band, the Blue Bloods, and Far From Finished. People might know them. They're bigger band. They were signed to Side One Dummy. So the Blue Bloods were mad that we were the headliner because we were the local and we sold all the tickets, and we were really bad. Like, we should not have been the headliner, but they were really upset about it. So then they caused a whole stink at the place, and then we were trying to be cool with them, so I think we bought them beers, and then John was like, "Sure, you can use my car to do cocaine in." So that was our first experience playing with a big band. So there's a story. There you go.
He was doing
all these bands.
He was
doing about
he was doing lines off of the dashboard of my Ford Focus. That's a true story.
And how does Avenged Sevenfold factor into this story?
Well, the bassist was actually a member of Blue Bloods for a little bit.
His uncle's cousin's godfather, right?
And then John also did the cocaine, and
no, John is
a total party.
Edge. John is as edge as they come. Another funny anecdote about that story. One of the songs we had at the time had a lyric about people with no arms and legs. It was a really dumb song that John had written. And nice. I don't know if you're familiar with Far From Finished, but the lead singer is missing one of his hands. So we were playing the song, and I had to do an audible in the middle of it because the lyric is very noticeable. So we changed the lyrics on the fly. It was a pretty fun night. We had a good time. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah.
And if you can't laugh at your amputation, you sound like a real sour
I think it was a birth deformity, so it wasn't funny. Yeah, so it's actually tragic and not.
So we'll just say this now. We're stalling a little bit, guys, so you have time to fill out the bracket and win the Operation Ivy vinyl. So check the pinned comment. It's a bracket. All you have to do is fill it out, post it in the voting section of the Discord. That's literally it. But tomorrow is Lewis's birthday, everybody. So can we get a happy birthday, Lewis, in the chat?
Maybe a full song if you can.
Try 23-year-old Lewis.
Yeah, 23. It's a lot of. It's not the miles, not the years, guys. So
yeah, dude, you look like a shit for 23, Lewis.
This is why I look like this. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lewis is.
John could pull off 23. He doesn't look like he aged a day since that roller coaster photo.
I know.
Ridiculous.
Lewis is.
That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Really?
Lewis is He's 16 days older than me. Yeah, we're both born in the year best known for a Bowling for Soup cover of an SR-71 song.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Yep. Some big lore drop here.
There you go, Lewis.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Let's see here. Yeah, Blair says happy birthday, Lewis. Downward Tower says happy birthday. Crash and Bleed. A real contrarian says Merry Christmas, Lewis. That's ridiculous. Scott says happy B-Day. HBD to the Hudson Valley hardcore legend. So look at it. Everyone is all wishing you happy birthday. Hopefully you feel like a special boy. So
gonna just enjoy the day. You have a little wings, and then probably have some carrot cake. It's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be a nice.
You're a carrot cake guy. You know what?
I love a carrot cake. That is my cake of choice. Yeah.
You and my mom would get along. She's the only other person.
I know.
Who likes carrot cake. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. I try to be nice here, and you twist my words.
I know.
And you're an asshole.
Dylan has a special birthday gift he's giving you.
47-year-old old fuck Lewis. Fuck this guy.
47. Jesus Christ. I got a few years.
Well, now you look good for 47. Lewis, all right?
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah.
But, I mean, let's not wait until 7:15 because I realize this is taking a really long time. Excruciatingly long. Imagine. We're into punk here, and so anything Over a few minutes. It's too much.
We're gonna start. This is it. Lock up your picks. You got 5 minutes, but we're gonna start anyway. The first matchup, Less Than Jake, who has still not unblocked me. Hello, Rockview. Against Jeff Rosenstock, Ska Dream. Yeah, I tried. I
was
reached out to
about to
Chris
ask for the
Demakes.
update on that. I was like, what's the update on John's Less Than Jake block?
Still blocked. Richard was reaching out to Chris from Punchline for me, but there's been no resolution.
Man, they really hate you.
I talked to Chris Demakes, and I have his reply here for you. He said, "That guy John is a fucking asshole. Fuck him. We are not unblocking him. He can fuck himself."
Oh my
Okay.
God.
All right.
Damn.
Well, with all that said,
Even though you were joking, I think that hurt a little for John.
it did.
Yeah,
It did hurt.
He
But
said,
Chris that makes John feel bad about himself. It's not nice.
yeah.
Lewis.
I'm still gonna vote Rockview. I'm not gonna keep voting against Less Than Jake. I've said in at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes, this is my favorite ska punk album of all time. The Jeff Rosenstock album is fine, but yeah, it's gonna be 1-0 Less Than Jake. And guys, your vote counts too. Elliot's gonna put a poll, so
I am.
"This is the free space on the bingo card."
Well, I just want to say, has Jeff Rosenstock blocked you, John?
not to my knowledge.
Not yet.
After this, he's
It's
gonna.
about to happen.
All right. So Ska Dream, I think is a fine album. I think it's pretty good. But I like a lot of Jeff's other stuff a lot better than this. Honestly, it's not even particularly my favorite Jeff stuff. I like To Live or Die in Long Island better than this by Bomb the Music Industry. Oh, go ahead.
Antartigo Vespucci.
Yeah,
I think that's what that bullshit's called.
Arrogant Sons of Bitches I like better. I like No Dream better than Ska Dream. I like Hell Mode better than Ska Dream. And obviously, I grew up listening to Less Than Jake. They were one of the first punk bands I ever listened to. One of the first Less Than Jake songs I ever heard was on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. You take a shot every time I mention the Tony Hawk soundtrack. It's like if we could do a punk rock radar drinking game, I feel like that would be one of them. But it's going to be Hello Rockview all day. And so, go ahead, Dylan.
Tony Hawk game soundtrack tier list. That's my proposal. My first idea I've come up with in like a year.
We should have done that.
Yeah, Hello Rockview fucking absolutely decimates this Jeff Rosenstock album. It's not even on the same plane of existence.
It's like Kill Apocalypse from Halo 2.
Yeah, this is less than losing. Oh, I'm not gonna comment on that. This is the second best Less Than Jake album, but it's close.
Anthem's the first. That's what Dylan was about to say.
Of course. I also considered B is for B-sides is. By the way, I'm blocked by Voodoo Glow Skulls, so that's something.
Look at that. Lewis,
what ska band are you blocked by on Instagram, Lewis?
I don't think any, but probably should be by Bigwig, I guess. But all my best friends of Punk Rock Radar are voting for Less Than Jake, so I'm going to as well.
Lewis got his vinyl down there.
I got my vinyl. I have a lot of these records, so I figured we'd share them today. But this is the one John and I picked up last year when we saw Less Than Jake perform on this album. So it's a great one. It's Ska Dream. I'd never really heard much of it. I did like Jeff Rosenstock, and I like his other stuff. It's pretty good, but I mean, come on, it's not even close. So I have to give the L to Less Than Jake here.
I need to go get my 6 copies of this album to
Ska Dream
completely destroy Lewis in the dick measuring contest here.
Oh, this is one of the ones you didn't. This is the one you wanted us to pick up, right? I don't think we.
I got it in Orlando.
Oh, good. You good? Okay.
And then I got 3 more variants after that, and then I already had a few copies.
The addiction worsens.
Yes, his addiction.
It's an investment, man. I'm never gonna sell it, but it's an investment.
Your vinyl. Your vinyl peen is way bigger than mine, dude. You're good, so don't worry about it. So,
Well, enough talking about peen. Let's go to the chat here, and the winner is Less Than Jake by 88%, Jeff Rosenstock by 12%, 24 votes. Obviously, Less Than Jake was going to win this one in the poll. We'll see what the people are saying in chat, and Immortal Coil, the real one, says Sanity has returned to John.
Yes.
Blair
Lovers
says
scorned.
Ska Dream, pretty good, but yeah, Less Than Jake. Doug says Jeff Rosenstock would never block you. And Ken says
he's a
Jeff
good guy.
Rosenblock.
I love that one. Yeah.
Rosenbach,
I was
that's
laughing.
funny.
I need to go check if he blocked me. I had some very unfavorable things to say, so I feel like I deserve it, if anything. He probably doesn't give a shit, though.
Oh, Steven White says, I play in a Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack cover band, by the way.
That
That's
is
weirdly-
sick.
Is it,
Yeah.
is it
It's
the
like-
band, the 900, is it called?
That's awesome.
There's a band that he's gone on stage with a few times. It's not Goldfinger. It's a cover band of soundtrack. I think they're called the 900.
That's awesome. I would
They're
go
British.
get very drunk to that. So let's go to the next one though. So
By the way, I meant to say I should be blocked by Big D, and I said Big Wig. I don't know why I said that. But
yeah, I was wondering. I was about to ask you later.
yeah, I
what's
was
the
gonna
big
say.
wig story? What's
that
the
was
big wig?
that is a big a small of a big mistake. So there you go. I meant to say Big D. They suck
Okay.
ass.
He
but let's
told
move on.
he told Tom Petta he didn't look that jacked. It's like, hey Tom, you're looking small, man.
Damn.
The Link 80's back.
Real quick, Stephen White says we're called faux skater. Or
That's
faux-
awesome.
Skater. Apparently,
That's a
Tony
good
Hawk
name.
cover bands are not
Yeah.
as novel as I thought. If there's multiple,
That's
I
a
like
that's
it.
a great band name.
I like
Yeah.
that faux skater. Honestly, if that wasn't even a cover band, that'd be a sick name. So, but yeah, let's go to these two, and I'm starting us off here. So we've got a good matchup here.
Yeah.
Link 80, 17 Reasons against All Authority, All Fall Down. I like both of these records. Listened to them a good bit. Pretty new to Link 80. I think Lewis has the vinyl down there, and he also told me to listen to him one time. He said, "Go listen to Link 80 in the Discord." I never heard them before, so I listened to them, and they're great. There's so many good songs in this. But I'm just way more familiar with the Against All Authority one, All Fall Down, Stand in Line, Louder Than Words, Skate Rock. Just so many great songs in here, and I'm just gonna go with Against All Authority, All Fall Down. And I'm gonna start the poll. We're going down to Dylan.
Link 80 walked so Against All Authority can run, and they're running away with this one.
Is that true?
I'm going with the Florida Boys. All Fall Down.
It's a 2-0.
Link 80
Yeah,
came
it's-
first. Yeah, it's 2-0.
No,
Link
I just
80
this album
Yeah, I don't
came
think-
out before, but obviously as it says there in plain text. But
Oh yeah, but
7.
okay.
it's not so much about chronological
It-
order here. It's
It's chronological disorder.
don't try to destroy my metaphor or simile or whatever I just said.
I was just asking questions, but yeah, go ahead, Lewis. You got both vinyls. Which
I
one are you
do.
choosing?
Records.
This is
Records, whatever.
this is a very hard one for me. I think I voted against Link 80 the other week because it was real big fish, and it just felt criminal. But this is pretty evenly matched for me. I really love this All Fall Down record, but I don't know. This Link 80 has a really special spot for me. I think in this matchup, I think the dead guy's getting the edge, and it's not because he's dead, but just a fact. So we're going Link 80. I want to see if John goes Link 80 too, because then we get the first tiebreaker.
On, what are you doing? What is going on? Has
Um,
either of these bands blocked you?
I don't think Blink 80 is on Instagram. I don't think either of these bands are very active.
Has Omnigon blocked you?
No, I like Omnigon. We're buddies. I don't know. Like, this is pretty close for me. I used to love the Link 80 record, and but I think now, the Against All Authority is probably better sonically and more. It's way easier to listen to now. Like the Link 80 one's kind of it's a tough listen in like 2024. It's very rough, but See, I was leaning to the chat. It looks like AAA is going to take it in the chat. Spoiler alert, but that's where I was going as well. I think All Fall Down's the better record.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gave Link 80 their vote that I deprived them of last week, so I feel good about it. But I'm not going to argue about All Fall Down. Excellent record, so good.
All right, let's end the poll, and we're at 60% against All Authority, 40% for Link 80, and let's see here.
That was a good match, though.
It was a good match. Let's see what some people are saying in the chat. Blair McCacken says this could almost be a coin toss, but I'm going Link 80 for Nick. Let's see here. A lot of people, Ryan saying Against All Authority, Scott saying Link 80, Bobby saying Against All Authority, and yeah, all right, let's move on to the next one, and Dylan will start us off here.
All right, this is Capdown household name versus, or no, that's the fucking label.
I don't know why I put that there instead.
Civil disobedience, yeah. It's Capdown, caps and downs.
Civil disobedience, nice wordplay, versus VGS Fear Mate. Only one of these records has Shoot the Moon on it and is not the Capdown record, so I'm gonna go with Voodoo Glow Skulls. It has the more standout songs and the one I've listened to infinitely more. So we have
even though they blocked
Riverside,
you.
California. Yes. See, I'm a completely objective voter here. I'm not like John, no bias whatsoever.
Unless they're from Florida.
I could have swore...
We're not talking about it, so let's move on. Let's see what Lewis picks.
I could have swore Shoot the Moon was a Capdown song, so...
Yeah. I'm voting against the Glow Skulls because they blocked Dylan. So not the reason. I don't know, man. I just never loved the Glow Skulls. I think this is a good record. But this Capdown record, I never heard it, and it rules. And I've listened to it a few times since we went through it. So I think I'm gonna go with Capdown on this one. Follow my gut and what I'm feeling right now against my general not caring about this Skulls record existing. So I'm gonna go with Capdown.
Yep. Yeah. So I picked Capdown for this just because I wanted people to hear it, and I think it kicks ass, and it's like turned into a Cinderella story for sure. I'm not a huge Glow Skulls fan either. This is, I think, their second best one, but I'm voting Capdown as well. Civil Disobedience rocks. It's gonna be 2-1 in favor of the boys from the UK.
Okay. This was also my first time hearing Capdown, and I thought Capdown went incredibly hard. I thought it was a great record. The first two songs were just zero ska, but they were just incredibly hardcore punk songs, and I was into it. And then the ska comes in. Ska Wars is a great song. The title track, Civil Disobedience, is a great song. Bitches in Nike Shoes. Love that one. Favorite song of the whole album. So, and the Voodoo Glow Skulls, they've got Shoot the Moon, Charlie Brown, they've got El Cuckoo, and the Voodoo Glow Skulls have this, to me, I like the Voodoo Glow Skulls. I think they have this ability to be kind of like accessible and a little crazy at the same time. And I think they do it absolutely perfectly, and I'm going with the Glow Skulls in this one, even though they beat out Assorted Jelly Beans, and I was upset about that, but I'm not going to diss the Glow Skulls record. Fear May is a great record, so there's your back and forth. There's your
the second he led with Capdown, I knew it was over. I knew it.
I need to switch it up.
I thought he wouldn't say anything about the Voodoo Glow Skulls, though. I thought it would just be straight up Capdown.
I'm trying to switch it up. I'm trying to, if I get to be the final tiebreaker, I want to build up that anticipation a little bit. So I'm going with...
the chat is running away with this one for the Glow Skulls.
So we're at 64% for the Glow Skulls, 36% for Capdown, and I guess we'll end the poll here.
USA.
Yeah. Could Glow Skulls win the whole thing? I don't know. So
unlikely.
Let's see the chat. It's a possibility.
Boston Tea Party, never forget.
See here. Scott says both good, but going VGS. Crash and Bleed said Capdown are from down the road from me. That's right. He's in the UK. Bobby says Capdown. Murderholic says VGS. Downwards Heavenward says Elliot with an exclamation point. So you know what? I did something right for Downwards Heavenward, even though I think Streetlight is a ska band, and he vehemently disagrees with that. He thinks they're folk punk with horns. So, but you know what? It's fine. I don't totally disagree with that. I am fine with that. But yeah, let's go to the next one, and it's going to be Lewis.
Yeah. I would most likely have to question my answer if I had chosen the Bosstones here. So it's gonna have to be the Less Than Jake Losing Streak, one of the greatest ska punk albums of all time. Well, it's just ska, but such a good record. We're gonna have a lot of Less Than Jake here coming up in these finals.
Yeah.
It looks like. So I don't think we're gonna metagame, but I don't think we can keep Losing Streak out of this one. Sugar Your Gas Tank. I mean. Dylan's favorite song, Johnny Quest. Is that right? I don't remember that. If it is,
Rock and Roll Pizzeria.
Rock and Roll Pizzeria.
Right. Yeah,
in the top
yes,
5.
That's right. I couldn't remember. But I mean, come on, man. It's this is a pretty good Bosstones record. But I mean, it's not even close. It's Losing Streak. So
Yeah, Losing Streak. That's all I have to say. Losing Streak.
yeah.
All right. I like the Boston records better than I thought I would, but yeah, it's gonna be Losing Streak all day. Automatic, Ninth at Pine, Johnny Quest Thinks We're Sellouts, just awesome fucking song. Ask the Magic 8 Ball. That's the one I'm thinking of, where it's like, what the fuck have I become? I become the product of the sun. That's the one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
fucking
Jen
love that
doesn't
song.
like me. This album is just every.
Oh
every
my
great
gosh,
song.
I got a quick little story about Jen Doesn't Like Me. My friend's brother, we got him into Less Than Jake, and this was the first record he bought, and we were at the beach with my mom, and we put this record in while we were driving back from the beach, and I think Jen Doesn't Like Me Anymore comes on, and it finally gets to the part where he says, Jen doesn't fucking like me anymore, and then my mom was like, Elliot, and it was like, what is going on here? And turned it off, and
That's a pretty cool story, but that's a
I was
cool
the
story.
problem.
But nobody was doing cocaine off your dashboard. So that
My
was
mom
cool.
was. That's why she was.
Oh,
so
okay,
mad.
good.
So, yeah, R.I.P. No, she's still alive. But Dylan, go ahead.
What's funny is this. Otherwise, this is a pretty like clean album. Like, there's not. I can't think of any other 4-letter words on here. I could be misremembering. Yeah, Losing Streak is like fat guy food analogy. Of course, it's like the perfect sandwich. You got the beginning and the end, perfect slice of the bread, fucking some brioche buns or some shit, and then the meat in the middle is just immaculate. So these are both my favorite albums by each band, but Question the Answers just doesn't measure up to Losing Streak. And as I've said 50 times, it's my all-time favorite record.
Where is Immortal Coil at with mentioning Dylan making more food analogies? No, just kidding. It's always like a steak, or this is a potato chips. This is a steak. I can't remember. He called one of my favorite records.
Pizza or steak, and that did not.
I cried all
well.
night.
Guys, I didn't eat dinner here, and all this talk of brioche.
Yeah, I'm
bun is
pretty.
killing
Yeah, me
so,
too.
all
Yeah.
Well, let's end the poll here, and we've
This
got
is dinner.
Losing Streak at 76%. Question the Answers at 23%, and people are saying Less Than Jake versus Less Than Jake. Blair and Steven are. Crash and Bleed says Losing Streak was the soundtrack to my life in high school. Relatable. Blair says same here. Crash and Bleed. I like the Bosstones, definitely Losing Streak, Bobby Moore. And now Downwards Heavenward says Elliot with a frowny face because I did not pick Bosstones. Question the Answers. So I'm sorry, Downwards Heavenward. I've let you down. Word more. Or let's go to the next one, John.
What do we got? All right. Real Big Fish, Turn the Radio Off, and Sublime, self-titled. Yeah. This is actually a tough one.
No,
I think I'm going to surprise some people. I'm going to vote for Sublime out of these two. I think Sublime's got the more memorable songs. I think it's got a much more unique sound to it. Of the traditional ska records on the board here, Turn the Radio Off's not one of my favorites. So give me Sublime. Give me Sublime self-titled out of these two. I don't think a lot of people would see that coming, but I'm gonna vote for it. It's a great record.
Okay. Let's say so. I mean, a lot of people, not just Dylan. Dylan obviously hates the Sublime record. We've already heard it many times from him. But a lot of people talk shit on this Sublime record. A lot of people just kind of hating on it. And I just want to say, this Sublime record is cool.
Yeah.
I feel cool when I'm listening to the Sublime self-titled. I feel like I'm driving down the California Strip. I've got like a joint in my hand, I've got my shades on, and I've got a cute girl next to me. You know, this is like, it's got a personality to it. And you know, I think that's something that is actually missing from a lot of the records that I wasn't super fond of on this list, a distinct personality behind it. And I think this Sublime record, not only does it have really good songs, but there's great storytelling in it. There's great just presentation and overall vibe of the record is good. And the Real Big Fish record is lame. It's corny. It's of its time. I don't like it. There's good songs. There's Sell Out. There's Everything Sucks. But it is a goofy album, and it's too goofy. It's too fun, and I don't like it. And
You know what you were saying the other day that
Sublime.
you were saying you love Fear the other day because they're goofy lyrics. I'm just saying.
No, but theirs are like it's like so crass that it's like humorous. The
Oh.
Real Big Fish is like dated Snoop Dogg jokes and dated jokes about like, oh, this girl's a lesbian. Isn't that funny?
He can't get over this Snoop Dogg reference. I don't know
It's
why.
I
The man was on trial for murder at the time. He was everywhere. But
it's
yeah,
dated.
sorry.
I don't like it. So,
All right, Dylan, go ahead and vote for Real Big Fish real quick.
How'd you know I was gonna do that? I'm doing it. Don't like Sublime. Fucking ska, Nirvana of ska. Fuck them. Real Big Fish all day. This isn't even the best record. We should have. Why did they rock so hard here? Yeah. But still gonna vote Real Big Fish. I love the record. 5 quintillion times more than any Sublime thing. I also liked Elliot's schizophrenic musings about having delusions of driving in a car or whatever the fuck he said.
I liked it too.
Oh my god.
Pictured here is one of the Sublime picture discs. I think they released all 6 of their albums that you could buy at the time at Hot Topic, which I purchased, I don't know, in 2002 or some shit, but here you go. Yeah, Real Big Fish, it's a shame that Why Did They Rock So Hard didn't make it. I mean, I voted for it, so did Dylan, but the chat overruled us, I think. So maybe I would have had a quandary with that one. That is an incredible record. But this Sublime record is, for all the points already said, I think it rules. Whatever people want to hate on it, but it is a cool record. It obviously
cool.
sold millions of records. It was an international jam, even with the dead singer. So there's something to this record, guys, even if you want to shit all over it. So it is getting my vote. So it's going to be Sublime self-titled. Moving on.
Wow.
And it's not schizophrenic rambling, Dylan. It's called a dream. It's called a dream. You need to get some.
No, that's a Jeff Rosenstock album.
No, he has no dreams or ska dreams. But let's end the poll here. Well, it's super close. It's Sublime at 48%, Real Big Fish at 52%. It was back and forth for a little bit. So this is almost a 50-50 split. I've never seen a more wrong 50-50 split in my life. No. But let's get to the chat. I'll stop shitting on Real Big Fish now. So I'm saying, like, I like some songs. Let's see your. Doug says Sublime sucks, but Real Big Fish is embarrassing. Immortal Coil says Real Big Fish for the win. Ryan says Fear rules. Lee Ving will never die unless he's playing Mr. Body in the movie Clue. I haven't watched Clue yet, so I didn't know he was in that movie.
Real Big Fish is only embarrassing if you take yourself too serious, which Douglas does.
Doug doesn't take himself too seriously.
Douglas.
Douglas. Downward as Heavenward says Nirvana of reggae. I assume he's referring to Sublime. Yeah, they're definitely a Walmart T-shirt band, but they were like one that like my friends liked, and they were like, "Oh, actually, they got punk songs." I was like, "All right, I'll listen to them," and I loved it. So, but yeah. Like Nipring says, driving a Ford Focus, Elliot. Yeah, driving a Ford Focus, definitely. So, shout out to Ford. But yeah, let's go to the next one. It's gonna be me, right?
Where are we? 6.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, Doug says, I am the Douglas this chat deserves.
He is. Doug is the man, and he's giving away a T-shirt.
He's giving away a T-shirt.
I know. I'm just giving him shit.
In 2
We
rounds.
know you are.
Right when it comes to 4, we're gonna give away the shirt that both Elliot and I are wearing. By the way.
Oh,
Losers bracket. Yes. You guys play fantasy football? You have a consolation bracket. Come on, what's the deal?
Dylan, I said if you figured it out, we'll do it.
The consolation bracket is when I just like spam the waiver wire and take everybody who's worth a fuck.
But either way, Doug loves Dylan. He said it many times. He put the sticker upside down to have Dylan's name at the top. So big Dylan fan. Favorite punk rock radar character. But we've got Catch 22, Keys Be Nice up against Mad Caddies, Duck and Cover. I'll say this is not my favorite Mad Caddies record, and this is my favorite Catch 22 record, but they're both incredibly good records. Just One More, obviously, I think is a little better, but Duck and Cover is a super solid Mad Caddies record. A Road Rash is a banger. Macho Nachos, I don't know why, I really like that song. But I've already said it multiple times. I think Everything Went Numb and Keys Be Nice are just incredible, near perfect ska punk records in my opinion. And I'm going to go with Catch 22. I think it's a great record, despite Dylan just randomly hating the lead singer for I'm not really sure which reasons, but he doesn't like him. But Dear Sergio, absolute banger. On and on and on. Riding
blocked
Fourth
me on
Wave.
MySpace.
Yeah, he blocked you on MySpace. Never mind, I'm changing it. No, I'm kidding. That's a lot. 9mm in a 3-piece suit. It's an excellent album. It's like a 9 or 10 out of 10 in my opinion. So, but yeah, we'll go down to Dylan.
I'm so happy we get to hear Dylan talk about this again.
Yeah. But don't worry, chat. Don't worry, chat. Elliot's about to do the poll. They're asking.
Yeah, it's happening. Sorry, when I start, the poll comes after I talk. All right, so you listen to me first, chat. I'm sorry.
All right, so something that was mentioned off air was I mocked what I thought was a Streetlight song, the 9mm and a bullet, whatever. I mocked I used that as my example, but it was a Catch 22 song because you could tell how much attention I'm paying here. Anyway, I honestly like these are both good albums. I don't think they are top 16 ska albums. Like I don't think there's anything particularly remarkable about them. I mean, I have to pick. I'll go with the one that's more fun. I'll go with the Mad Caddies record.
Does anyone remember what Just One More lost to? It must have been something good.
It was like a Less Than Jake record.
Or Suicide
I think it was
Machines.
Hello Rockview, if I'm mistaken. Not mistaken.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It'd be a different story here. I mean, I really do like Duck and Cover. It's a good record. I think I gave it like my second nod for the list, but Catch 22 record, really like every single song is good and it really flows. I don't think they're particularly pretentious or anything. I think they're a pretty good band. I think you could make an argument it should be in the top 16, whether it would be this version or the Streetlight one.
It definitely should be.
But this one, I mean, John, how many times did we see Catch 22 when they played all the fucking time? They were playing this record front to back, and it was right after Alone in the Crowd came out. So, that was without Tom, actually, probably at that point, Tomas or whatever his name is. So, I'm gonna go with the one I'm holding right here. I'm gonna go with Catch 22, Keysby, classic.
Man, this is going to be close. This may come down to me, actually.
It's 50-50 in the chat right now. Come on, chat. Don't let me down.
So
Caddies took the lead here. Yeah.
this is the most listenable of the Catch-22 Streetlight catalog. I think there's some very good songs on this. Like Dear Sergio is good. Keys Be Nights is good. I remember Matt always used to sing the 9mm song. This is not my favorite Caddies album. I like the Caddies way better than I like Keys Be Nights. But if this was Just One More, or what's the pirate man?
Duck and cover.
Rock the Plank.
Rock the Plank.
Rock the Plank. Yeah, why did I say Duck and Cover? Jeez.
But yeah, I'm trying to pull an Elliot. I just can't pull that much words out of my ass, Ellie. You're amazing at that. I
don't know whether to take this as a compliment, John.
No, it's very good. You're the ultimate filibuster. But I'm gonna vote for the Mad Caddies with my vote. So it's
tied.
It's literally tied. So whoever breaks the tie, please, dude, don't let the Catch-22 die here. I'll be eternally depressed forever.
They're supposed to be going on and on and on and ride
on and on and on. I mean,
but they may have to give up and give in. But maybe they'll just walk away. Maybe they just feel sick and sad. I don't know.
There's one more vote.
Move on. Okay.
Don't let me down, chat.
Come on, vote.
Don't let me down.
Be right back. I'll see the results.
Okay.
One more vote for the Mad Caddies.
I don't know if someone else is gonna vote. Who we got? We got 31 watching. We need one more vote. Just one more person to vote.
Come on, you have the chance to make Elliot forever depressed, as he said.
You've got a
have a lasting impact on someone's life.
Yeah, I won't be able to filibuster any longer after this. So I should
flip a coin if we get no vote here.
Somebody. Mad Caddies. Mad Caddies just won. The Mad Caddies won.
This is depressing.
Oh my god.
This is horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I mean, Just One More, I
That's
think,
amazing.
wipes the floor with this Catch-22 record with the good songs. I mean, but
I don't even honestly, I don't even think Just One More beats it, but it's very close. They're both in my top 10 ska punk records. So,
That's
oh
amazing.
my
we're
god!
moving on. We're moving on.
I haven't moved on yet, so give me a second to breathe here. Let's see what the chat has to say. Let's see here. Trying to see. Blair says Catch-22 is the OG. Definitely. I forgot to tube in, but have thrown my vote for Catch-22. Was supposed to see the Caddies, but they drove to the wrong city. Okay. Guess they were high or something. A felony says I can't vote. That's because you're a felon.
Can't unvote.
Yeah.
Can't unvote. How'd you vote in the first place?
I can unvote.
I can unvote. Oh, okay.
Shout out Felony Ron. Poor Habit. One of the best fucking records of all time. Maybe not.
Nice.
I don't know. It's a good record.
It's a good record, yeah.
Doug says wash your hands, Dylan. And Richard says, I hate the Mad Caddies.
Fair enough.
Good. I'm glad Richard's here. Richard has showed up. So,
Yes.
yeah. Well, this is depressing.
Yeah.
Who? It's Dylan. Go ahead, Dylan. I'm gonna grab a beer. I'll be back. Maybe.
Oh, I want to do that too.
All right, we got the one we're giving away thanks to Mr. Rat Patrol against Florida. Man, Against All Authorities just waging war against the state of California and the Bay Area specifically. Unfortunately, this is a war they're going to lose. Because I'm going to go Operation Ivy. Obviously, for reasons of cultural significance, of course, I cannot go against Operation Ivy. And I think musically it's a better album, and there's a lot more ska. So, Energy.
Well, I'm holding this record up here, this AAA record. Love it. Love this black and white cover. But we are going to go with this other black and white record with my Op Ivy Energy picture disc, which is my favorite variant of the record, but cool one. Obviously, for the reasons said, culturally important. This was the shit. This was like one of your entry points, John. I remember I think all of us owned at least an Op Ivy t-shirt. So before, I think I bought it before I even knew who they were. I got to be honest, little poser. But yeah, I love this record. It's an all-timer. I would be surprised if it doesn't take this whole thing, but let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm going Op Ivy Energy.
All right, let me get the poll going.
So
Forgot about that.
I have a little story here. This was
Ooh.
this was the summer. Elliot, I was down in your neck of the woods. I was in Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh, what a trash hole!
I was getting the top. I don't know what it's called now. I was getting my ear pierced on the boardwalk. The top, you know, in the late '90s, you would get the top of your ear pierced. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
I was getting that done, and next door to the place, this would have been 1999 or 90, probably 99. I was probably 13 or 14, and the guy at the CD store next to the tattoo place or wherever, I don't know how we started talking about punk music, but he's like, "Have you heard Op Ivy?" And I said, "No." And I ended up buying the CD. It was like, back then it was like $24 for a CD on the boardwalk, and it was this. And I remember like thinking like, it's all right. It's a tough listen for somebody who's like 14 listening to stuff on the radio, but I grew to love it. I don't listen to it much anymore, but this is probably one of my least favorite AAA albums. It's very unbalanced. It's a comp, right? So I'm going to vote Op Ivy as well. And there's your little anecdote about me getting my ear pierced on the Ocean
You didn't
City.
You didn't have an industrial, did you, John, where it went through both sides, or just the top part?
It was just like a ring. It was pretty
Like
lame.
I did. I had the top done too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what you did. Pretty cool, guys.
And then I also had my remember my LeBray piercing, my Chester Bennington. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was dark times. The 90s were a weird time, and the early 2000s.
Look what happened to him.
Yeah. Oh God!
I think
that's 2 in a row.
I don't think this is a compilation. I think it's just
it's not
the first album.
What am I thinking
it's just
of?
energy. That's fine.
I think on the CD version they threw on the 7-inch, like Centerfold and like Hard as Fuck and Chelsea Baby are not on the LP original release, but they're like from a 7-inch or something.
Yeah, I remember this. I thinking it was a comp all along. I don't know.
Split with Less Than Jake.
Belly, it's on you.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I also forgot to at the Discord tell them we're live, so I just did that now. My bad. But yeah, I can sing to lyrics to about like 80% of this Operation Ivy record, and I can sing 0% of the Against All Authority. Even back when I listened to them, I never really listened to this one too much.
Not even Walking Revolution. You could sing that one.
I might know if I only listened to it once, but it was mostly All Fall Down and Restoration of Chaos and Order were like the two that I listened to the most that I had on CD at some point. So, also, it's just a much better record.
Yeah,
I mean, look, the Against All Authority one's like good, but it's not even close. So we're going Op Ivy all day. And Dylan,
I think
Dylan.
You always do this.
No,
went
you already
first,
went.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nothing I say matters, but
No, I'm sorry. I got distracted by I forgot to add everyone in the Discord. I was like,
and that will be that'll be 5 votes for Op Ivy from us.
All right, so 5 for us, Dylan.
My second one was for Against All Authority.
So it's 4-1. But the chat is going firmly with Operation Ivy, but there is some love for Against All Authority. Operation Ivy at 83%, Against All Authority at 17%. And what is the chat saying? Stephen White says these dudes hate Big D. No idea why. It's because Big D has a bigger D.
It intimidates me.
No, I don't hate Big D. John and Lewis specifically.
Lewis hates Big D.
Lewis hates Big D the most. They had it when John and Lewis were in the band. Big D apparently was kind of a bunch of dicks to him.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with their music.
There's nothing to do with their music. It has to do with
For me, it does. They have like 1.5 good records and like 10 like straight dog shit ones. So I mean,
there you go. So Dylan really hates Big D. I don't
hate them. I'm indifferent. I don't bother with them.
I don't know. All one good record versus 9 shit ones is even different, but that's fine. But yeah, most people, Steven's saying Op Ivy, Bobby's saying Op Ivy. Gavin says Op Ivy. Most people are saying Op Ivy. Scott says wrong Big D album was in the bracket. It would have lost to Op Ivy anyways because that's who it went up against. So it really doesn't matter. I thought it was like the most at least accessible one, but I agree. The first record is better. The 2000, what's it called? I forget.
How it goes.
But yeah, how it goes. The one with LAX. LAX, a 5-minute song. It's a banger the whole way through. I'll be honest. I fucking love that song. He
What's
says
the EP? Good Luck. Good Luck's pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go to the final one here, and it's going to be Lewis. A tightly contested match for Lewis, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, this Kamori record is pretty good, right? It's Kamori, is that how you say it?
Sure.
Kamuri. Sounds
Kamuri.
good enough. Maybe
Yeah.
you're saying it like Japanese way. I don't know.
It is Curai.
Curai. This is like the dark horse of this bracket anyhow. It somehow snuck in. It's a pretty good record. I mean, but we're talking about going against Destruction by Definition here. I mean, this is... I mean, come on, man. I don't even know what to say about this album. I think it's the S tier of the Suicide Machines. I know a lot of people tend to love their hardcore records, which I love them too. But if I had to give somebody like, hey, this is what the Suicide Machines could be, it's either this or Revolution Spring. So I'm going Destruction by Definition. And I just wanted to comment on one thing. Richard said in the chat, who had Chester Bennington joke on the bingo card. This is, for the record, like the second Chester Bennington joke that we've had. But we're going to move on and go to John. John, let's see what you have to say about this.
Yeah, I posted this in the Discord, but I want to bring it up here too. I had no clue Kamuri was on Roadrunner Records. To me, that's like pretty mind blowing. And I said this in the Discord, and I'll say it again. Like, they were releasing Slayer, I think, not System of a Down. I forget. It was King Diamond. Like, everyone else in the roster was pretty crazy for this random Japanese ska band to be on Roadrunner. The album had to be pretty good, and it is. It is pretty good, but Destruction by Definition is better than pretty good. It's kick-ass. I think I had it in my A tier on the Suicide Machines tier list. I do like the heavier ones a little better. And Rev Spring, I might like it a little better, but it's going to be Destruction by Definition for me. 2-0, down to Elliot.
Okay. Yeah, I read the Kamuri interview. I think Connor posted it, Connor Glassy. Just a little bit of it. It was really funny. The interviewer asked him a question. He was just like, what do you think of like the ska scene and how big it is in America? And the lead singer, I think his name is Fumio, was just like, yeah, I'm not super familiar with the American ska scene, so I can't really say. Then he asked him,
That's funny.
oh, well, how big is the Japanese ska scene in comparison to America? And he was just like, oh, well, I don't really know about the American ska scene very much, but in Japan, it's very good. And that was like the end of the question. It was like super funny. He like asked him the same thing twice. But yeah, the Kamuri record is good. I really like, I can't pronounce, I like Positive Mental Attitude. I like O Chi Choi. I don't know how to say it, but that song fucking rules. It's like a really cool, like, I can't remember if it was a bass or guitar, but a really sick riff in that one. And it's a solid record, but yeah, it's gonna be the Suicide Machines. They're gonna basically blow them out of the water. Even with a super solid record, the Suicide Machine record is phenomenal. I consider it their best record, followed by A Match and Some Gasoline. Revolution Spring's pretty good too, but yeah, I mean, we've got Break the Glass, which is like an all-timer song. New Girl, which is just an absolute bop. Face Values, great song.
Hey, don't forget Hey.
Absolute bop. They don't get Hey, which once again, 3 Days Grace riff. Listen to Pain. They stole a riff from the Suicide Machines. But yeah.
Kamuri being on Kamuri being on Roadrunner is kind of like Catch-22 on Victory, but like even more extreme to me.
Yeah. It's
I'm
wild.
pretty sure it's just that they were just acted as a distributor in the US,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's still kind of weird. I'll show some love for Kamuri. It's because it's my pick and I love them. I think they're a super fun band. Probably the most fun of the ones we have left. If you haven't listened to Kamuri, this is a great album to start with. But Rampant is also a very good album. So yeah, excellent band. So I'll give my vote to Kamuri, just sympathy vote, and I love them.
Yeah,
but the Suicide Machines album is better.
Aww. Okay.
Suicide Machines, by the way, still put on a ripping show. Like they're so good. I saw them like earlier this year. They were still amazing, and they didn't play a lot off the mid albums that everyone hates, but it was.
Yeah, I
really
mean,
good show.
Jay seems like he still has like the same level of energy he's always had, so it's pretty crazy.
Sick. Yep.
But let's go to the chat. What is the chat's opinion? The chat's opinion is Suicide Machines at 87%, Curai at 13%, so a little bit of Curai love. Curai.
This is the point. Hold on. Is Doug still in the chat? Doug, are you here?
We're doing it at the final four.
I want to do it.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
No, this isn't the.
I want to do
We're
it.
getting to the final four.
I gotta
do it now.
myself.
Yeah,
Do it
this
now.
All right, I'm gonna get.
Okay.
If you
go
guys,
ahead.
yeah, Lewis, if you want to get a beer, there's
I gotta
Doug.
piss.
They're gonna pee. Doug, how do you want me to give away the shirt? What would you like us to do? I'm gonna leave it completely in your hands, since Doug has donated one of these high fashion tees.
You can make people in the chat say something, any word that you want, and we'll collect their names and we'll put them on a randomizer and spin it up and see who gets. Also, what is the shirt that we are giving out, that Doug is giving out? Do we know? Is it still a mystery shirt, or is it the Punk Rock Radar shirt? Or
it's
what
this
is it?
one. It's this one.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
There
So
you go.
to get a free Punk Rock Radar shirt. So
Nice.
Steven wants a shirt. So, Doug, you can make people. Yeah, it's there we go.
Pick a number between 1 and however many viewers there are. All right, so Doug is thinking of a number between 1 and 40. There's 40 people in here. So everybody just type a number between 1 and 40. And then
I got it.
whatever number Doug is thinking of, Doug, you let us know, and that's who's going to win.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be so tough to figure out. Doug, you picked the toughest thing. Hold on.
It's worldwide. If you're in Canada, just guess. If you're in the UK, you can guess.
Man.
We'll get it to you.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm trying to do this here. I'll keep it up here. So, or we might have some ties here. 39.
Doug said whoever guesses it first gets it.
Okay. So we'll see who guesses it first, and we'll see. Doug, just let us know what the number is anytime. I've got it scrolled up to the top, so I'll figure it out. You let me know because I can't see the chat right now because I'm gonna be scrolling down.
69.
Yeah, see, I was waiting for someone to say 69. And I guess people actually want the shirt.
People want the shirt. People want the. It's
guys
a
are tryhards,
It's a coveted shirt. It's a coveted shirt.
Okay, the number was 14 according to Doug. I see a couple 14s in there, so we're gonna have to...
Hold on. Let me find the first one. The first instance of 14. Hold on. Is Stephen White? Stephen White is the first instance.
I
of
see.
14.
I see Tim Clifford.
Yeah, Tim Clifford.
Oh, hold on. I
Tim
missed
Clifford,
it.
yeah.
Tim Clifford. Yep. Sorry.
Jesus
It automatically jumped down.
Hold on a
Sorry.
second. Hold on a second, though.
Hold
Tim put multiple numbers. Is that against the rules?
Tim also put
yeah,
32. It's the first person. Yeah, I mean, it's up to Doug.
Tim
put multiple numbers.
Tim put 3 numbers.
Oh.
Tim put
Yeah.
3 numbers.
Brother.
And Steven.
it-
I mean, how many did Steven put?
Give
I
it
think 14 was Steven's first number. So it's up to Doug. Doug, should we give it to 3 number Tim or 1 number Steven?
Tim, my man, I was backing you there for a second, but holy shit.
Dylan is highly against.
To be
Tim
fair,
Regan.
we did not specify only one
There
number.
was no specification.
I
at
mean,
all.
that's kind of cheating, though, honestly.
Give it to
Give
Give
Tim.
it to
again.
Tim.
Doug,
All right.
That's
Doug's a true punk rocker. He says there are no rules.
there are no rules.
So-
All right.
forcing CD right,
All right.
there. I'll tell you
So,
that.
so Tim, Dylan highly disagrees with this, but we all like you, Tim. Just know that Dylan, he doesn't want
That's
you to
kinda
have the
fucked
shirt.
up, dude.
I'm
So-
kidding.
So Tim,
Dylan really doesn't want you to have that shirt, Tim.
Tim, send me your information on either Discord or Instagram, and we'll get you the shirt and some stickers and stuff. What was the
Even
other-
he says give it to Steven, but I don't know, whatever. I just
always
thought it was
says-
funny.
He always
I'm
said
sure
give it to Steven because you guilted him for his 3 number.
I'm sure
atrocity.
other people put multiple, but that's kind of fucked up.
It's
honestly,
good.
But whatever.
No, it's fine.
It's
anarchy, man. No rules. All right, let's keep
There's
this.
no rules. This is punk rock.
Let's keep
All
it
right.
going.
No, Against All Authority got voted out, so no more.
All right,
yet.
listen. We're gonna King Solomon this thing.
no,
We're gonna
they're still
cut
in
the
here.
shirt in half and send
Yeah,
half to
all
each person.
Yeah, all
okay?
right. Yeah, that makes sense. So, Steven, you're going to
All
get
right.
half of a shirt, and Tim, you're going to get half of a shirt, and we'll cut the stickers in half as well.
All right.
So,
Well, let's get this. So real quick, everyone's showing records today. You know, punk rock radar. We just the record factory over here putting out so much stuff. This is brand new. Look at Martians on green or black, or they said 2 different color greens. I can't personally tell them apart. So if you ordered green, you're getting whichever one I determine is green. If you want to support the channel, there's a link down below. Look at Martians. Lots of cool covers on here. The art is sick. If you want to support us, there's a link down below, and that is my spiel. So
hell yeah.
let's break this down to 4. I think it's on me.
It is, but real quick, I just want to say, Spab says Dylan is number shaming, and then Doug says worst giveaway ever, and like Snips Rings comes in with 13 just now.
He's on Internet Explorer.
All right.
Let's
Let's get it going. It's 8:00. This is a long episode.
We knew it was gonna be long though, but yeah, let's do it.
So we've got Hello Rockview, best ska punk album of all time, which is the name of this bracket, but I've also been calling it third wave ska bracket. I don't know which one it is personally. Against All Authority, All Fall Down. I'll tell you what, guys, I'll make this quick, but I forgot how good All Fall Down was. It's been like 5-10 years since I listened to it, and it still like holds up really well. I think it is my favorite of the AAA albums. But Rockview is a special record for me, and I don't know, including everything on here, I don't know what's going to beat it for me. It's going to be Rockview. Instagram friend status aside, it's going to be Rockview. What do you think, Elliot?
I think I just did the poll, and it's going to be Rockview. So, I mean, I really enjoy the Against All Authority record, but Rockview is just front to back bangers, like completely. It's an incredible record. It deserves to be in the top 16. It deserves to be in the top 4. It was a record I listened to multiple times as a teenager. I showed my friends, got them into Less Than Jake, and we saw Less Than Jake many times. And so, great record, great memories, many great songs. So, 5 State Drive, underrated song by Less Than Jake. Great song, though. But, yeah, we'll go down to Dylan.
Oh boy. No, it's a pretty simple decision here. I'm going to fulfill the prophecy that was foretold by our chatters and move on. Hello, Rockview.
All right, Lewis.
Well, a lot of love being given out for Fall Down. It's a good record. I mean, I know the record's a little bit different and harder, but personally, I think 24 Hours is like the best AAA record. I know a lot of people have been saying this one's the best, but it's a great record. It's not even close with this one, though. It's Less Than Jake all day, so...
Okay. So it's a Less Than Jake sweep, and Less Than Jake is at 73% in the chat. Against All Authority, 26%. So there is a chunk of Against All Authority love, definitely.
Miami-Dade residents in the chat.
Ken
They're
says...
the ones with... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, Lewis.
No, I was going to make a joke about... because never mind, but we'll move on. Just go.
Okay. Ken says, I like Nervous in the Alley better when it was on Fuss You Mang. Damn.
Ooh.
Wow. Scott says, hard to believe Dylan voted Less Than Jake. Yeah, it's unexpected. Yeah. So, but yeah, most people are saying Less Than Jake. Rockview, no question, says Crash and Bleed. Rockview all the way, Stephen Wright. So, firmly Rockview. So let's continue here.
Big Crash, best song on the record, by the way.
It is very good. There's no bad songs.
I love Sharpshooter, though. I love that song. I don't know why.
Was it Great American Sharpshooter? That's right. I
love
always
that
get
song.
that one
Sticks in
mixed
my
up
head.
with "Help Save America's Youth from Exploding" for some reason. I always think that's the intro for some reason. It gets switched up in my mind. But yeah, we've got
It's on
Voodoo
you, Elliot.
Glowskull's Fear May up against Less Than Jake losing streak here. And yeah, we'll go losing streak with this one. Even though I like Fear May, I think it has a lot of elements that work really well. I think El Cuckoo is just one of those songs. So it was like they're like the best song on. Was it Punkorama 2 that had that one on it? I don't know. I always remember listening to that song. That and the Ballad of Froggy McNasty from their Southern California street music, which has like a really shitty stop motion music video. It's pretty charming. But yeah, I mean, Losing Streak is absolutely a phenomenal record. So I won't say much more. We'll save all my Less Than Jake talk for Less Than Jake versus Less Than Jake, which I expect to happen. So go ahead. Wait, is this
Dylan.
it, right? No, it's
It's
Dylan.
Dylan.
Okay. I didn't want to pull another one of those.
That was the
Go
first
ahead.
one. You're the first one.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Let's Dylan.
Do I need to say anything? Come on now.
Yeah.
We all know what's going on here. The boys from Riverside are out of here.
Yeah.
Prophecy is fulfilled.
Dylan was the only one who had a chance of voting for Fear May.
I know.
It wasn't even
not
a
gonna
chance.
happen.
I thought
This-
Fear May would get one vote because of Dylan.
Sacrilegious. Never in my life would I do that.
I mean, I think anyone would be El Cuckoo to vote for the Voodoo Glowskulls over Less Than Jake in this matchup. So, yeah, fuck Fear May. I'm going with Less Than Jake here again.
Damn, straight up fuck Fear May because they blocked Dylan.
Yeah, that's why I'm very upset about it. No, I mean it's fine.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I already I didn't shit on it, but like I just don't really like the Glow Skulls that much. I never really got into it. So yeah, it's gonna have to be Less Than Jake. As boring as it is.
How are you even aware the Glowskulls blocked you? Like I would have no clue for probably years if they blocked me.
They blocked the Dying Scene account. I don't know if they blocked my
Okay.
Instagram. They blocked Dying Scene on Facebook and Instagram because I tried to tag him. And I realized.
Connor's asking, did you get unblocked, John? That will lead right into you.
Let me check. We'll do a check right here.
All right, live check to see if Less Than Jake has unblocked. Message Less Than Jake. Tell them to unblock John. Unblock
He's
Punk Rock
changed
Radar.
his strategy from voting to spite them to.
I don't know.
I can't. You can't read
You
it.
can't see it. I am still blocked. To this day, I am still blocked by Less Than Jake.
Well, you
So
can't
Less Than
see
Jake.
how expensive the tickets are for the Jamaica Wake and Bake.
But I might go to Wake and Bake, by the way. If anyone
Yeah,
else is
Jamaica.
going, I might be going to Jamaica.
Mr. Fucking
He's going all the
Moneybags,
way
dude.
to Jamaica just to ask Chris to unblock him on Instagram. That's
Make-
dedication.
Wake and Bake, great again. Bring that shit back to Gainesville. $15 tickets. Fuck Jamaica.
All right, keep it local, says Dylan.
Yeah.
A real man of the people. But John, what's your opinion on these two records?
So I just wanted to say, they have members of Voodoo Glowskulls. There's this band called Mutiny on Ska Punk International. Go check them out. Their record is awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna vote for Less Than Jake, losing streak. This is the battle of the blocking bands, but I'm gonna vote for the one that blocked me over the one that blocked Dylan. So it's gonna be LTJ.
All right, that is a clean sweep, I believe. Correct?
Yeah,
I'm not bullshitting either. It used to be $15 for Wake and Bake tickets.
Now it's
Now
just
it's like-
$2,000 or something. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Jesus Christ, dude. I don't even think that includes like thing
I
in
thought
the
that's that thing you love, Dylan. What's that called? Hold on, capitalism, baby.
Yeah.
Global
Only like it
inflation.
when it is
Yeah.
not acting to my detriment. That's the only time.
So,
All right.
Connor says justice for John.
Yes.
We all hashtag justice for John in chat, please. F's in chat for John's Instagram account.
Mhm.
But yeah, we've got Less Than Jake at 72% and Voodoo Glowskulls at 28%. So still a quarter of people going for Voodoo Glowskulls and Against All Authority. So there is
John
some
can
love
pay-
going on for there.
$500 for the VIP upgrade package and ask Chris why they blocked them.
And you guys can hang out and get your hair dyed
Hey
together.
Chris, why'd you
It'll be a
block
lot
me on
of fun.
Instagram? Security, get this fucking guy off the island. Fuck this guy.
We saw Chris was in the crowd at Irving Plaza, and he looked like terrified. He didn't want to talk to anybody. Like, remember Lewis? He was like running past everybody.
Common folk.
He's an introvert, you know. He's an introvert at heart. So
yeah, you can go a spa day with him, get massages in Jamaica, get your hair dyed so you both look like Superman or whatever the fuck he's going for. Good stuff.
Maybe you'll end up at the same like massage place, and you'll be right next to him on the table, and you can turn to him and say, "Hey, can you unblock me on Instagram?"
That's the dream scenario right there.
Hey Chris, after you're done with your happy ending, can you unblock me? All right.
Am I going here? Yeah.
Yeah, you're going here.
Sublime versus Mad Caddies. I know you guys are all gonna vote for Sublime because you're a bunch of fucking normies. So I don't even like Mad Caddies that much. They're getting my vote though.
Okay.
Well,
it's okay to be normal, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm putting the vote for Bro Rock and puka shell necklaces. We are going with Sublime.
Tribal tattoos.
Yeah, I have this same back tattoo.
Affliction t-shirts.
Dude, they way predate Affliction, but yeah, I mean, this Mad Caddies record is pretty. This Mad Caddies record is pretty good. Like I said, I think I'd be having a lot more conversations in my mind about Caddies and anything if it was just one more. I think it's a way better record. This one's pretty good, but Sublime, self-titled. I've owned this record for like 2/3 of my life or more, right? Like, it's pretty weird to think about it that way. So, yeah, I'm going Sublime, self-titled.
Hey, thanks, Jude. That's an astute assessment. I am a terrible person for reasons beyond my disdain of Sublime.
You are a terrible person. Yeah, I'm kidding. Dylan's great. Sorry, go ahead, John.
This is a really close one. I feel pretty like the same about both of these albums. But it's in the end, it looks like it's gonna be inconsequential based on the bottom half of this bracket. But I won't spoil it. I think I am gonna go normie, as Dylan said. I think I am gonna vote for Sublime. I wasn't planning on it, but yeah, I think I am. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Immortal Coil, many people have called me Lou Dog over the years, so that is not that crazy. So, but yeah, let's see what Elliot has to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Sublime record. I don't, care that it's normie. I don't, it's good. It's really, really good. What I got is an awesome song to jam on guitar to. Wrong Way is just an amazing song. Seed. There's just like a lot of great songwriting and interesting storytelling, and like I said, personality. The Bradley record has a lot. Bradley has a lot of personality, and you can hear it in the music. I don't know why. There's a reason a lot of these other bands never got as big as they were, because they didn't have as big of a personality and as big as a presence as Bradley did. And as a songwriter, he's great. So I mean, I'm going with the Sublime record all day. That's what it is. And so, and we'll go to the chat. And it's 55% for Sublime, and it's 45% for the Caddies. So we'll win the poll.
I think that's like the most support Sublime has had in any round. So
I know. I feel like it was. I thought they were going to get blown out by the Caddies, so I'm glad to see it.
Damn, one more to go to the final four. Everybody's drinking, cruising up.
Oh, I'm up, aren't I?
Yeah, you got this one. This is a tough one.
It's like, I get these. Like, I always have the really hard matchups. I feel like it's really shitty. But yeah, I mean, this is Destruction by definition. I mean, Suicide Machines are one of my favorite bands of all time. I love almost every record. Like I've said many times, even their mid-tempo rock albums, I even love. But it's pretty hard when you're going against like such an icon of the genre itself. I mean, this is one of the records that I don't even know how to say it. It's like, it is the essence of this entire bracket. Like, this could have just been the splash screen. So I don't this is very hard for me to pick, but I think I'm going to go with energy here. I don't really know how I could pick destruction by definition over energy when obviously destruction by definition is trying to accomplish what energy was doing, basically. So,
yes.
Yeah, I'm going up Ivy here.
All right, John.
I wish I was last so I could just give my vote to the chat. Like,
yeah,
this is where I'm at. Like in 2024, I think the Suicide Machines album, I like it much better than Operation Ivy. So like, if this was like most influential album, Op Ivy's gonna win without a doubt. But this is like favorite, or what are we calling this? Best album. So
best. No, but I think that's what I factored in the influence because it's the best. I mean, if I went with what I would personally listen to over, I'd probably pick Suicide as well.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, if you went one way, I'll go the other way. I will fully admit, half of these, all these, don't exist without Op Ivy. But I like the Suicide Machines better, and for my vote, I'm gonna go Suicide Machines. As sacrilege as it is.
No, it's not that. It's not that sacrilege. I mean, look, in 2024, I still think Energy by Operation Ivy hits just as good as it did. I mean, I didn't listen to it back then, but when I first heard it, I think it holds up incredibly well. I think it's this lightning in a bottle record where everything just works so perfectly well. From Jesse's voice, the raspiness of it, to like almost like the pseudo hip hop flows that he does, and a lot of the melodic stuff, and Tim coming in to say a few words every now and again, and just the guitar tone and everything about it. I think and just the singability of it. I think
just pick the Suicide Machines already. Do your flippy and let's move on.
I'm not. I'm picking Operation Ivy. I'm not gonna pick the Suicide Machines, but I was gonna say the Suicide Machines. There's not many bands that have been able to recreate what Operation Ivy was. Destruction by definition comes pretty damn close though, but it doesn't meet it, in my opinion. So I'm going with Operation Ivy. Interrupted my filibuster, Lewis.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man, just land the plane sometimes. Dylan,
I wanted to do my spiel.
Chat.
I had
you
a whole
leave this
thing.
One to the chat.
Oh my God.
Leave this one to the chat. I think it would be fun.
It's 2-1. Operation Ivy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let the chat decide. I'll go with the Suicide Machines. I honestly can't pick. I really can't. I love both records for different reasons. The cultural significance of Operation Ivy Energy cannot be argued. I think if my one slight against Destruction would be it's a little too like campy, like it. I don't know. Like
Van song stuff.
Yeah, Van.
People love that song, and I don't get it. Yeah, the B-sides, like the B-side of this record, does taper off and get a little weak.
I think lyrically it's not as strong as the Operation Ivy record. In some places. But yeah, I like both records. I think they're both great. So I'll do Suicide, but it's like a neutral vote.
All right.
So chat, the power is in your hands. I know you guys are gonna go with the status quo and vote Operation Ivy. Surely.
Yeah, the status quo wins again. Operation Ivy. It won with Sublime. It won with Operation Ivy. Operation Ivy is 67%. Suicide Machines at 33%.
Respectable.
Damn.
I mean, like I said,
I was landing that plane and you derailed it and I almost crashed. Can't believe this. You gotta let me.
Oh my God, man!
I had a whole spiel.
Dude, we let you cook like a 7-course meal every show. Once in a while, you gotta get stopped.
I'm gonna land it. I'm gonna land it. Madness.
Jay Navarro babysitted my dog's cousin's uncle's goldfish, but I'm voting for Operation Ivy.
Someone has to stop you. This dog. I think it was that long. Maybe it was. I'm like 4 beers in, so it could have been pretty long.
All right.
What are we doing? Who is it?
Final four.
Yeah, Final Four. We got Less Than Jake versus Less Than Jake coming up here, and it's going to John.
I mean, everybody knows what I'm doing here.
So everyone
Yeah, go
knows
for
what
it, dude.
you're doing. Everyone knows what Dylan's doing. They don't know what me and Lewis are doing.
Right.
Though, so that's
Yeah.
interesting.
So
Oh,
let's just jump
I
to
actually don't
Elliot.
know what Lewis.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, let's just go to Elliot. We know
Go.
what John's picking.
You want me to do it? You want to do me and Lewis first or something?
Do it.
I'm gonna filibust. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it. That's what I was giving you your opportunity.
Thank you. Lewis. I'll try to make it short and sweet. I grew up with both of these records. These are two records that I've listened to back and forth many times, and over the years they have swapped as like my favorite Less Than Jake record. It has been like Rockview, it has been Anthem, it has been Losing Streak. It has gone back and forth, and so I never really thought about which one was the essential Less Than Jake record, and I had to listen to these records back and forth many times to try to figure this out for this list. But in the end, what I thought was that the lyric that I always think of when I think of Less Than Jake is, I would rather sit back, just smoke cigarettes, be the one with the loudest mouth, and be the most closed-minded I can get. And I'm going with Losing Streak.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not going with Elliot because I think Hello Rockview is a complete record. I love Losing Streak. It's really good. I think sonically it sounds way inferior to Hello Rockview as well. I mean, maybe people don't like the slickness of how good Hello Rockview sounds, but it is an amazing sounding record, especially for how old. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe 97, it's supposed to sound amazing, but the Glory Days of Ska, I love the way this record sounds. I remember that when I bought this record, I went into what was it? BY, what was that mall store, John?
Borders?
No, the one like it was like an initialism, like BYE or DYE, FYE, yes. Where I remember I went in and I traded a bunch of like, there you go, traded in a bunch of trash CDs, and I remember I was like, oh, this looks pretty interesting, and I remember like never looking back after listening to Hello Rockview. So technically, I listened to Hello Rockview before I listened to Losing Streak, so that's definitely going to factor in. So it's not even close for me. I know that people have a really strong affinity for Losing Streak, but Hello Rockview, in my opinion, is like the far superior record. So I'm going Rockview.
All right. So it is tied because we know John's going Rockview and we know Dylan's going Losing Streak. Would you guys want to say anything to sway the chat one way or another? John, go ahead and go first. Because it's almost 50-50. It is 50-50.
I mean, I love Losing Streak. I think Losing Streak is awesome. But I think Hello Rockview is just so much more like catchy. It's so much more well written. The songs are more complete. It's just like, to me, the good songs on Rockview like are just like a different level. There's like, you have like your songs you can hear on the radio on Rockview if that's what you're into. A Losing Streak is definitely more raw, more fast, more punk leaning, and then like, to me, Rockview, they just perfected ska punk. Nervous in the Alley is probably my favorite track on there, but it's one of like 5 albums that I've listened to that are 0 skips. It is like absolutely flawless ska punk album, and like I've been saying, I love Losing Streak. There's some amazing tracks on there too, but for me, it's got to be Hello Rockview. It's like the first true ska album I ever owned, and set me on this course as somebody who mediocrely likes ska. So forever, it holds a place in my heart. And yeah, Rockview.
All right, Dylan, tell your case to the people for Losing Streak.
I love both records. I don't know what it is that attracts me so much to Losing Streak. But for whatever reason, I probably listen to Losing Streak 100 times more than Rockview. Everyone keeps harping on the sound. I think it has a more organic sound. It's more raw. And like the songs that I love, like I really fucking love. Like you recited some of the lyrics from Shindo. Like that shit makes me want to cry, dude. Yeah. It's fucking beautiful.
Sugar in your gas tank.
Let's make.
I'd rather sit back, just smoke cigarettes. That's from Shindo, isn't it?
No, it's from Sugar in Your Gas Tank.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shindo is fucking awesome too.
Shindo is also a good song.
The whole record
That'd be-
is
Sorry,
the
go
whole
on, Dylan.
the whole
finish.
record is fucking
You're
insane.
crashing his plane, Lewis. Lewis crashing more people's planes.
I think my least favorite songs, if any, are the re-recorded songs from Pezcore, like Johnny Quest and Jen. But I mean, like, you get like 7 songs in or 6 songs in, and like you don't even like think for a second about skipping to the next song on any of them. It's just a fucking crazy album. And then the closing, Rock and Roll Pizzeria and Lockdown are just insane.
Top 5 Dylan
Yeah.
song there.
Yeah.
I think. Go ahead, Lewis. Yeah, sorry.
No, all I'm gonna say is like, I mean, that point is good. It's a great album, Dylan. But like with Rockview, like the thought of even skipping never even comes up. You know what I mean? That's like the one thing I would say. That's like why
I think it does a little bit. I think Rockview
Jim?
just ever so slightly.
Sharpshooters kind of.
Yeah, I think it ever so slightly
love
dips
that
towards
song.
the end. I think it ever so slightly dips towards the end, where I don't think Losing Streak does, and I think Losing Streak just has so many better melodies. And I actually think Chris's vocals sound better on Losing Streak than even on Rockview.
Guys,
I think they sound a little
man.
gruffer sometimes.
let it
Where
be
I feel like
known
they're
that
more.
Dylan,
I feel like there's better melodies on Losing Streak. But go ahead, Lewis.
I think Elliot and Dylan love it raw. Let's just make it be known to the crowd right here. It's like,
Hey,
Raw,
dude,
big
we're not pussies, dude. But
they are raw
let me-
dogging their
real-
less than Jake all day.
Real quick, let me just say, it is literally 50-50.
I know.
It is 50% Hello Rockview, 50% Losing Streak. We have 35 people watching. We have 30 votes. We need 1 vote to break this tie. Whoever breaks this tie is going to do it. So,
Rockview,
So,
come on, somebody vote Rockview. It's the better record.
I honestly don't. I wouldn't care either one of these moved on. It's totally fine. So, like Snipstring
both
says, Senator
incredible.
Elliott. I could run for Congress, dude. I'll tell you
Hello,
that.
Rockview, let's go. Come on, somebody vote.
Yeah, someone's got to vote. It's literally 31, and it's Hello Rockview. Hello Rockview
did it.
has won.
We did it.
So Hello Rockview has.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
That was pretty crazy. John's a
I am
happy camper right now.
I am actually upset.
Are you?
I am distraught. I am flabbergasted. Whatever adjective you want to use, I can't believe this.
Or is your disappointment immeasurable and your day is ruined?
That too.
That too. All right.
Unbelievable, guys. This is the most disappointed I've been in you.
Is it truly? I feel like I've
It
been
is.
way more disappointed in chat.
It is.
That. I mean, they're like almost tied, so it really doesn't matter. It could go either way to me. So I had both CDs up here.
Whoever
so-
made that call there, I am extremely disappointed.
I mean,
Yeah,
Dylan, just
and-
sit back. Just sit back, smoke a cigarette, and
Be the
going
one with the loudest mouth. Be the most
I
closed
think
minded
I already do that.
I can
The
get.
loudest mouth part.
So,
Anyway, what's
Alright.
done is done. Let's move on.
well, let's see what the chat has to say. Ryan says I flipped a coin to it Rockview.
Go Ryan. Go
If
Ryan.
my coin came up the other side, Losing Streak would be here. Let's see here. Okay. Oh wow, so this was almost decided by a coin flip because Blair flipped a coin apparently. That's funny. A lot of people flipped coins, so a lot of people pulling a Lewis here. So and Lewis has his cat here.
Yeah, he came to say hi.
Yeah, what happened here?
I gotta put the finals up on the screen. Just keep filibustering, Elliot, please.
Thank you. It's what I'm good at. Just let me cook here.
I'm not gonna
You
fuck.
threw me
I'm
off,
gonna
dude.
get a
You
sec-
hurt-
I'm
Elliot,
sorry.
you
I'm gonna get a
interrupted.
beer. You're fine. Go fuck.
I'm gonna take a moment to scold chat more here, guys.
ahead.
I think you just doomed less than Jake. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think you just fucked everything up. This is bad. This is very bad, and bad things are about to happen.
It didn't doom less than Jake. This was like a
My
guaranteed John.
fellow,
I feel like
less
John-
than Jake
actually,
appreciators.
John,
I
John
think
would
you
vote
have
less than
doomed
Jake no
us.
matter what. So I don't think either one would have doomed him, Dylan. That's crazy.
I think the
feel like-
party's over, gentlemen. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think it's over.
Look,
We're
Dylan,
gonna
it's just the
have
ska punk.
Massive normie moment in a second here. I guarantee. you.
I'm curious why you're doing that. I'm gonna check downward is heavenward's little poll here and see. I'm gonna refresh it and see if we have anybody super close to the winner here. I'll at least say who's close because it'll be down to a few people. So okay. Oh, interesting. As of right now, it looks like only one person might win it, but we'll finish this up and we'll let you know who's gonna win this record. But as of right now, it looks like one person is ahead with their prediction. Only one person has had a perfect prediction so far.
Can they lose? Can they lose, or is it over?
We're gonna
finish. We'll finish it out, but I think it's over. We'll ask Immortal Coil. Immortal Coil, if you're in chat, let us know if it's. Is this over? Is it over? We're so over.
All right, let's get a let's get a champion here, Elliot. This is on you, Sublime and Op Ivy.
All right. Oh shit! I thought we were in the finals. Jesus Christ! I forgot this even happened. It's gonna be Operation Ivy. I'll keep it really short. As much as I absolutely love the Sublime record, and I think it gets a little bit too much hate, not just from Dylan. I already know Dylan hates it, but there's other people who are hating on it. It's gonna be the Operation Ivy record. I think it's one of the greatest punk records ever written. It's an absolutely phenomenal record, and it totally deserves to be in the final. Way more than this Walmart dude bro reggae band. Ugh. So go ahead, Dylan. Sorry.
I don't like the way things are happening here. I'm inclined to vote for Sublime to give Less Than Jake the best possible chance here. Because you guys fucked everything up, to be completely fucking transparent.
He's actually mad. I didn't
yes.
He's actually mad.
Hello Rockview
He's more mad than I was about
in the discussion of being a better album than the Operation Ivy record. Whereas Losing Streak, I would say, in popular consensus, would be. Anyway, Operation Ivy, it's a better record. I don't like Sublime. I think my thing is I don't like bands with frontmen with this like cult of personality around them, charismatic individuals. Operation Ivy. Jesse Michaels, very uncharismatic, very unassuming, keeps to himself.
As mild, spicy autism or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate.
I think it would be funny now if I vote for Sublime, because if Dylan had voted for it, then it would have went to the chat.
I do like Green Day.
I think I'm going to have to go with Op Ivy anyway. I'm going to stick with my methodology of what was most important. I mean, Sublime, I know they started in the late 80s as well, and definitely some influence shared between them. They're on the first Warped Tour and all that stuff, and obviously I'm sure they're aware of who Op Ivy was, but the Op Ivy record's so iconic, it's really hard to vote against it. So I'm going to go Op Ivy.
Yep. Okay. It's Operation Ivy here. I kind of see what Dylan is saying now.
Yeah.
Was Dylan right all along?
I am pissed, dude. I am fucking pissed. Unironically.
So real quick, we have some people in chat. People are saying energy. Oh, Immortal Coil. Yeah. He said who is winning at the moment. And Ryan said way to rig the album contest by giving the winner out. They're not the winner yet. They're just winning, Ryan. So we're not rigging.
Well,
anything.
let's do that. Elliot, put it in the chat. They're
just ahead at the moment.
This is where it's not my turn. It's not my turn, but I like Hello Rockview better, and I'm just gonna say that I'm not casting my vote yet because it's on Dylan.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Let's get this going. Yeah, Dylan. This may be your chance.
Can I vote for a Losing Streak? Oh my god, dude, man, I am. Musically, Rockview is. It came way later, obviously, fucking 9 years later or whatever it is. So it's a lot more polished. It's a lot more pleasing to the ear. I don't know, objectively how to answer this question. I'm gonna vote for Less Than Jake because they're my fucking favorite band ever. And I'm really annoyed that you guys voted out losing streak because as far as like
Actually mad, molding even.
yeah, I am. I honestly am. When you think of a band and you always have an album you associate with that band, and I feel like for like the vast majority of people that would be losing streak for Less Than Jake, and I would say it is like it's their energy, obviously, like it's as significant an album as Energy. There's a lot of bands that copied this sound from Losing Streak, I feel like, that almost like reignited the third wave of ska to an extent. So fuck man. I mean I wish Losing Streak was here, but I'm gonna vote for Rockview.
All right, fuck it, guys. I'm gonna vote. I could go toss up on either one. I'm gonna vote opposite Dylan, just so that we have a better chance of this coming to the chat, because I personally think the chat should decide who the winner is. So
Definitely.
I'm going Op Ivy on this pick. John, I think you already said who you're going for, but if you want to change your vote, it's up to you.
All right, so John's going Hello Rockview. A man, a few words, and one CD.
It's the only one he owns, yeah.
the only CD.
Well, they always accuse them of being less than Jake Mark, so it makes sense. So yeah.
He actually has that single CD like 50 times. So, but that's the last one after they blocked him. The rest were burned.
There you go.
What is that one?
Suburban Resistance. Go check them out.
Hell yeah. Yeah. John sent me the record of that. It's pretty sweet.
I do have, what is this, 5? I can't count right now.
Okay, Dylan's just bullied out his concerning Less Than Jake addiction. So,
wait, no, one of these is Borders.
So we need to have
Borders
an intervention at some
great.
point, but
there's
very cool, Dylan.
4 here.
Holy shit, Dylan.
Yeah, Elliot, just cast your vote for Op Ivy, and let's like leave the chat a minute to like dance around and figure out.
We're gonna do that.
Unless you want to make the decision.
No. I mean, I have the power here, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to filibuster for 2 minutes though. So hold on. Less Than Jake is a band. No, we're going Op Ivy. So Op Ivy is one of the greatest punk records of all time. I think it still holds up to this day. I think it's every song is absolutely singable, and so is the Less Than Jake Hello Rockview. But I agree with Lewis. I want to leave it up to the chat. But I also just think it's an incredible record. So it's not even just because of that. I think it's a better record.
Who could be mad about which one wins here? I mean, these are just iconic records. I mean, maybe if it was Losing Streak, I could see Dylan's point. So let's give it like 30 seconds. Let the chat figure
honestly,
it out.
I don't think it actually matters if it was Losing Streak or Less Than Jake. I mean, a Losing Streak or Operation Ivy. So I mean, Dylan obviously thinks so, but I really don't think so.
Yeah,
there's 34 votes in. There's 39 people in chat. We'll give you like another 20 seconds to maybe get votes in.
There's 42 now. So
it's 42.
Okay.
So we'll give it a second.
Yeah, if you guys just came in, this is the last thing. The vote is open. You have a chance to anger the entire internet by beating Operation Ivy.
I mean, that's pretty punk.
Yeah.
So make the gatekeepers mad. make the whole punk heads mad. So
the album that was not, it was a debate if it should even be allowed into the bracket.
I didn't think it should have been allowed into it. I think it's unfair in my opinion, but
I agree. But I mean, third wave ska is ska core. I mean, I know a lot of people were arguing that ska is ska, but it's third wave ska. It's ska core was amazing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like half the bands we picked aren't.
Or half was ska core. Yeah, well, yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, we'll let it fester for a little bit. We're still at 35 votes, guys. So let's get a few more votes in here. It's Less Than Jake versus Operation Ivy. It's the debate of the century. It's the question that I have asked myself since I was born. I've always wondered, what did you guys think of Less Than Jake's Hello Rockview versus Operation Ivy Energy? So,
man, it's so close right now.
It's literally almost 50-50. Less Than Jake is behind by 2%. So we'll give it a second here, just to fester a little bit.
At 8:39, we close it. That's fine. 40 seconds from now. You guys have 40 seconds. It's
40 second.
Wow.
all the Gainesville, Florida residents need to come online and start voting.
Dylan's
So-
yelling out the window to his neighbors right now to join the stream.
He's like, get online.
It's like Krista makes needs you. Get on.
Krista makes needs you, bro. They're like, who? Sorry,
We're gonna
dude, we
run a-
can't hear you over our Sublime records, bro.
All right.
All right, come on, man.
5,
we gave him a long
4,
time.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2.
It's
And
over.
Operation Ivy is the winner of the ska punk bracket. We are ending the poll. Put it on here. Go ahead, John. Play some copyrighted music of Operation Ivy. Do a full song even. Let's do sound system.
This is where you should just be singing it, Elliot. You always sing the songs. So
I like
don't
singing
know.
the songs. Sound system gonna bring me back up right. One thing that I can depend on. That's my Tim Armstrong
That was pretty good. Yeah, but you know, sometimes every once in a while, a stream like this is beautiful. I would say, when as the song says, this is a fantastic record.
Dylan's dead inside. And he hates all of you.
I feel like you just told me the Kansas City Chiefs just won the fucking Super Bowl. Like, completely unsurprising. What was the point of the last 6 weeks? I am annoyed.
Wasn't this like an early pick to win it all anyway? Didn't most people predict?
No,
this?
I
So
think
it's-
that Lewis has said it from the beginning. He even in the chats, he was just like, "Dude, Up Ivy's gonna win it," like multiple times. I was like, I don't know, dude. I honestly, I was expecting Up Ivy to possibly even lose to the Suicide Machines because so.
That being said,
that-
losing streak would not have been as. I feel like losing streak was a very consensus result as well. So, like, for all the shit I'm giving this, like,
It would have been Up
losing-
Ivy either way. Yeah.
losing
Yeah,
streak
I
would have
agree.
been as normy of a result. I honestly do not think Hell Rockview's had any chance of beating Operation Ivy, which is what annoyed me so much. I feel like losing streak would have had a way better chance.
I feel like it had an equal chance, dude, to be honest. But that's my opinion. But let's, John, should we announce
Yeah,
the winner?
who won the records?
Well, I'm pretty sure I
Records.
know who it is, and he's in chat right now. And Immortal Coil confirmed with me, but I'm almost positive it is Jude.
Don't
is
say
Cool,
it.
who I think.
Yeah,
had
wait till
almost-
you're positive.
You gotta confirm it, dude.
Wait, what's up?
You should confirm it first in case we're wrong again.
Oh no! I mean, I'm almost 100%. Like, I'm almost
Okay.
100%. I just wanted him just to verify it since it is his list. But I'm 100% because I know he picked Op Ivy for the winner, and he was already ahead. Yeah. I'm looking at the results right now. Immortal Coil has posted. So I wouldn't say it if I was almost 100% sure. Sorry, but yeah, I believe it is. Jude is cool. Immortal Coil, just, it's Jude. He says it's Jude, so Jude is cool is the winner of the 95 and 96 repress. Jude is cool, who listens to a lot of 80s hardcore and stuff like that. I know that at least.
But that's a sick prize. So you can add this to his sick 80s hardcore collection.
Yeah, it's a sick
So he's
80s
gonna love that.
hardcore collection.
Thank you to Rat Patrol once
yes.
again.
Yes, yeah. Shout out to Rat Patrol in the Discord. He has
Jude.
gifted this. It's a huge gift. It's a crazy thing to even hand out, and he's definitely like the dude. So definitely, Jude, message Rat Patrol in the Discord and just be like, thanks, bro, or whatever. You do whatever you want, dude. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but shout out to Rat Patrol. He's a great dude. He gave out a record last time, and he's giving out a record this time. So
Do not play them on a Crosley Cruiser, and do not flip them on Discogs. Two stipulations.
I'd say you can do whatever you want with them, Jude.
real quick,
Don't do it,
Immortal Coil says it was a perfect 15. That means Jude correctly guessed every single match.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
I would have got that wrong, and we're one of the people
Yeah.
helping decide it. So great job. That's pretty
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. Second
Jude-
was 13, so that means he was ahead by 2 from everybody.
Jude is
so
from the future.
Nice job.
Was
possibly.
Immortal Coil, was it how many people had second place? 13.
There was 1, 2, 3,
okay.
4.
Oh.
There's 4 people with 13.
I was gonna give a second place, but no. It was
Wow.
it was
Right,
one.
pick it.
I feel like the Mad
Alright.
Caddies was a bracket buster probably for a lot of people.
Yeah, it was. Mad Caddy. A lot of people had Catch 22, I think, and a lot of people had Real Big Fish over Sublime, surprisingly. And
Rightfully
a lot
so.
and then a lot of people were underdogging Capdown as well.
Ooh.
So
I like Connor's suggestion. Who was in last place? Whoever was most far off is going to get
Okay,
is going
there
to
is
get a
actually
prize.
there is actually a last place person. They only
I'll
got
do it,
4
it.
correct. They only got 4 correct, which is Logan.
Logan.
You owe us money, Logan. That's the last place prize.
Logan, you got to send us each of us a $5 bill. No, kidding.
Logan,
Go
are
ahead.
you in the chat?
Logan, are you here? Logan, if you're here, say, I'm Logan.
Let's see. We'll give him a minute, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
Mortal Coils is
Yeah, it's fucking
embarrassing.
late, man.
Yeah.
We knew this was gonna be a long one, though, man. It was so.
Well, who got second last place here? Because Logan's not chiming in here.
Okay, I'll look here. Jesus. Also, shout
Well,
out
I
to
mean-
Immortal Coil for doing this whole
Yeah.
thing. He really didn't have to do it, and he did it. Second, the next one is 7.
No, hold on. This is Logan's prize to claim or not claim. That's for being the
Okay.
worst. There's no prize for second worst.
Bible Dump Podcast says Logan, you blew it. God damn it,
If Logan isn't here, it's the icing on the cake.
Ken says I'm not Logan. Scott says, God damn it, Logan. Steven wishes he was Logan.
He whiffed at 3 straight pitches and then didn't even show up to lose. It's very
Well, Immortal
embarrassing.
Coil says
So-
Logan was here earlier. He probably couldn't stay the whole time. So I don't know.
It's a very fitting end to his bracket then.
If you
He peaced
guys are
out.
friends, does he have to claim it now, or can other people reach out to him to tell him to claim it, John? You're the boss.
Bible Dump
so-
says classic Logan.
All right. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll wrap it up. So
No, we should wait for Logan for another 10 minutes, John.
By the way,
Right.
text from my uncle before the stream. If losing streak doesn't win, I'll shit my pants.
You
I
should have
guess-
pants. You should tell
guess-
us. Yeah.
Tell
I
him
guess
to send
Kevin's
us a
shitting his
picture.
pants then.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. This has been
let's,
fun.
yeah, let's
yeah,
wrap it
let's
up.
let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
All right. So, guys, the next 2 things we're going to do are the popular song bracket. It's all the songs that were number 1 on Elliot's family punk rock feud. So that's going to be a
Punk rock
bracket. And then then we're doing the epitaph bracket. Every epitaph album that we cared to rank will be part of it. Those are the stipulations. But yeah, thanks to everybody. I think most people here have been to every single one of these. So thank all of you guys for showing up.
We
Every
had some
single
new
time.
faces.
Yeah, I mean like for
Jude.
the ska
I haven't
bracket.
seen Jude before. I don't think.
For the ska bracket. Yeah, I think
First
I-
time viewer wins.
I feel like Jude's in the Discord, but
Yeah.
I think this might be his first stream. So I'm not 100%. But yeah, we've had a lot of new people, but we've had people who've been here like Connor, Lipes Nips Rings, obviously Immortal Coil. Ken has been here. Bible Dumb Podcast, my favorite name to say. out loud.
Murderholics.
Murderholics is always here. Blair is
Richard.
always here. Richard is always here. Ryan is new, I think. I'm not 100%. You guys, also Blair, Ryan, get a profile picture. What are you guys? Same with you, Richard. What are you guys doing? Get a profile picture. What's going on? And Ken, what's happening? It's so easy. All right, but yeah, we'll wrap this up. So thanks for everyone showing up. It's always awesome.
yeah, and
It's awesome that like 30 to 40 people always show up for these and they're active in chat and they're always voting. These are fun to do.
yeah, and
Sorry,
Tim,
so fun.
send me a message on Discord with your address if you
Yes.
didn't already.
Yes, Tim.
Be sure to
message
tune
John
in.
to his punk rock radar on the Discord.
Yeah,
So,
be sure to tune in for the epitaph draft, the epitaph rankings. Sage Francis is going to take it all. We know that already. I'm going to predict
you know,
it right now.
dude,
but-
makeshift
Yeah.
Patriots a sleeper hit, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, weaker thans all day. All right, John's cat. That's a good exit. So, love you guys, have a good night.
All right, peace out, homies. Yeah. Awesome chilling with you dudes. Down vote from Dylan.